I've never written a love story before. I've never been in love.
Sending to his partner of 19 years. 19 years I've given you.
Hi, Penguin Platform. It's Tom and Giovanna Fletcher here, and we're here to talk about our brand new book, Eve of Man. In Eve of Man, no girls have been born for 50 years, and the human race is on the brink of extinction. Suddenly, a girl is born, and she becomes the most important human on the planet.
So we meet Eve when she's just turned 16, and she knows that she's got to meet these three potentials, these three men, and that they will be her life mate, if you like. And that's her choice. She's been given these three guys who have been selected, and she can choose one of these three.
The world in Eve of Man is very different to the world as we know it now. There have been 50 years have gone by with only boys being born. There are a whole generation of men that have inhabited the planet with no hope of a future. Naturally, she's so important to the future survival of humanity that all kind of social interactions with her are very controlled and restricted. And there's another character called Bram who plays a really important role in Eve's life, but in a slightly unexpected way.
She sees the future as something of hope at the start, but slowly throughout the book she starts to question life as she knows it.
One of the kind of biggest challenges was that we're writing this as a trilogy, and so there's a much larger story arc.
You mean there are two more books?
Yeah, we've got to write two more after this. And it's not something that we're used to. You know, it's very different to our usual styles. There's no dinosaurs in this one.
There's no poo, there's no Christmas.
There's
literally
dinosaurs,
no Christmas.
There's no drawings, there's no Christmas.
Tom doesn't know what to do there.
I really struggled with this book.
The planning has been so important for this.
Yeah, G doesn't like to plan her books. She likes to kind of wing it.
No. But that's interesting as well, because we both work in really, really different ways. So
Yeah.
I think for me, I come up with a concept and I generally know the first third of a book, I would say, maybe the first half, and then I just let the characters fly. And, you know, I know kind of where I want to go at the end, but I'll let them discover as they go. Whereas you literally plan every single beat.
I don't know what they're going to do. What they're going to do, what they're wearing, where are they?
Writing together has been quite a challenge, I would say.
Cheers, honey.
No, it's been interesting. I can remember someone, one of the heads at Penguin, didn't they say, "I'm so glad you're sharing your divorce with us"?
Yeah. We're still together.
Filled us with confidence. When you're writing, when you're in your writing process, you know that you're going to start with this idea that you know is amazing, and then at some point you're going to question yourself and think that it's all rubbish. That's just part of the process. For me it is.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're going to turn that corner and it's going to be amazing. When you're writing a book together, you kind of don't want to go through that part of it being rubbish, especially writing like we do, where we take on a character each and, you know, chapter by chapter.
Yeah, because what's difficult is you can't really do something rough, because like G would write a chapter and hand it to me to read, and then I would read it, we'd discuss it, and I'd talk about what I was going to write. Then once we'd agreed it, I would go away and write that bit. So that you can't just write something rough and then hand it over, because that's going to affect everything.
If you're not on top of it or don't know what the other one's doing, you can suddenly be reading through and going, hold on, this has changed the whole time scale.
You can get a little bit lost, especially because just physically we're working in two separate rooms, on two separate computers, on two separate documents, but that's essentially the same book. And so, you know, I could be changing stuff that G's reading and writing from in the other room. And so there's this weird kind of snowball effect.
What are you doing? One point in the book where I wrote something and Tom was like, no, you can't write that. It's just, you've taken it too far. And I was like, really? He's like, no, you can't do that. So I took it out, which is possibly the only time I've actually deleted like a chapter in my whole author career, can I add. Anyway, carry on writing. A few chapters down the line, Tom's only used my idea. No, but it's different. No, it's not. It's my idea.
It ended up getting edited out anyway.
That's true. It was too much.
It was too much.
The first book of the trilogy is out in May. We hope you enjoy it.
Hi, Penguin Platform.
I said it wrong. Platform.
Penguin Platform.
Hi, Penguin Platform.
Hi, everyone.
Hard to believe that on the first day, no one really noticed all those babies wrapped in blue blankets. It was threatening the survival of humanity, leaving us on the brink of extinction. That was when governments stopped being nice. When women became more controlled and oppressed than ever before. Without a cause, there could be no cure. The future of humanity was ticking away with the biological clocks of any remaining fertile women. Then, after a 50-year female drought, a miracle happened, and her appearance made quite an impact. Against all odds, she survived. She was the first girl born in 50 years. They called her Eve. She was the savior of humanity. I